Good morning and welcome to the second episode of Get Ready and Get Messy with Amory. Okay, I have four major topics to cover today. First one, the David allegations, the murder allegations. I feel like there has been new information and people connecting the dots every single day, so I feel like we need to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the themes for Dancing with the Stars, one of my favorite shows to come on every year. I literally look forward to it so much. I remember being a little girl and watching it with my TT. We're going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel being removed by ABC from the Jimmy Kimmel live show, also being reinstated very shortly after. Finally, we're going to talk about Camp Rock 3 finally happening and Demi Lovato returning as an executive producer. We're gonna put on my shower cap and we're gonna go get in the shower, do a quick little body shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I'm gonna be back. Everyone say, hey, sexy. Now, let's get ready and get messy. We're gonna start with the David allegations. Celeste was reported missing at 15 years old by her family in April of 2024. She was last seen at Lake Elsinore in California. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Her family reported this, also reported that she had been seeing David. However, there was not enough evidence, so they didn't really go through with anything. Now, from the time of May to August of 2024, there was speculation online regarding a potential relationship between the two, and people were kind of connecting the dots due to matching tattoos. Now, Celeste was underage at the time, and David is obviously of age, which also sparked more conversation about the age difference between the two, especially considering that Celeste was a minor. Now to more recent times, on September 6th, Celeste's body was found in a Tesla, which the Tesla was owned by David. The autopsy has not been reported to the public. I'm assuming because she's a minor and her family probably wants that to stay a little bit more quiet. There were Instagram DMs leaked from Celeste's brother, Matthew, or should I say claiming to be her brother. In this DM, he was saying that Celeste had another romantic partner named Gus, and he was also apparently killed as well. People have been using David's songs as a form of evidence. Romantic Homicide, which is a song that I have loved for the past 3 years, which is why I felt like this kind of sat so close to home for me, because a lot of David's songs I actually did like, and I got into David again and his streams of him singing because I was like, wow, he's actually insane. But now looking at all of this going on and seeing how much his songs match up to Celeste and the situation, it seems very real. There are still no statements from David's team or the police, and there are no charges pressed currently. However, I think that with the power of social media and the amount of evidence that is in his songs, I feel like there should be something done about that. Now, on a lighter topic, we're going to talk about the themes for Dancing with the Stars. Now, the first episode was Personal Anthem Night. I did watch that. I loved everyone's song choices. Last night was One Hit Wonder Night. I was not shocked about the eliminations. I am very shocked that Corey is off so early, though. People have posted some crazy allegations about him. However, I feel like if it weren't for that, I think they would have kept him on a little bit longer. They usually try and keep the old people a little bit longer because I think it's too easy to cut them out in the first elimination. Other nights that we have coming up: TikTok night, Disney night, dedication night, Wicked night, which my roommate is super excited for, Halloween night, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night, 20th birthday party, Prince night, and the finale, which is a 3-hour show apparently. Okay, now let's talk about the Jimmy Kimmel live show being canceled and then reinstated. So on September 15th, Jimmy Kimmel on his show was talking about the death of Charlie Kirk, saying that conservatives were trying to capitalize off of it. Many media companies started to drop the show and suspended it indefinitely on September 17th. Media companies such as Sinclair and the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr. The FCC hinted at regulatory action. I know that they were trying to make him apologize and donate to charities based off of what he had said as a form of an apology. However, he was not standing for that. He said his opinion. He used freedom of speech. People were accusing ABC of political censorship And I get this in a sense, communications public relations major, so I get it in terms of protecting your brand. However, there's also freedom of speech. But on September 22nd, it was announced that he would be returning to Jimmy Kimmel Live. Now, he did not issue an apology. However, ABC did release a statement. ABC said, "We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we've reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday." However, for now, it will not be aired on ABC. It will be replaced by the news. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to go. Now, for some more lighthearted news, Camp Rock 3 officially happening. On September 17th, it was announced by Disney Channel that they will be starting to record Camp Rock 3. They will be filming this in Vancouver, Canada, and all three of the Jonas Brothers will be there: Nick, Joe, and Kevin. Demi Lovato will not be there as Mitchie, but she will be there as an executive producer. Some of the new stars that will be seen on here: Liamani Segura, Malaki Barton, and Lumi Pollock. We do not have a release date yet. If you watched last episode, you know about how Nina Dobrev and Shaun White split up. Nina was seen vacationing in Italy, and she was spotted on a yacht with Zac Efron. People don't think there's anything romantic with this, though. I mean, Nina and Zac have been friends for a really long time. There has been nothing confirmed beyond just a friendship. Now, I'm gonna go to class and get educated and not look at pop culture for 1 second of my life. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. That's it for this week's episode of Get Ready and Get Messy with Amory. Stay tuned for next week, where we're going to talk about rapture talk, which is something very interesting that's been happening recently. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next week.